to be able to experience the Father, to be one with the Father as He was with the Father. That's the only acceptable goal. And then there's absolutely no way to get that by listening to another wonderful message from the Word, 3 Sundays out of a month.
We see ourselves. We do not.
We can't see ourselves.
You talk about that look in the eye and the tone of voice and the pace of speech. There was a pretty rough stretch in my life years ago, and I remember you calling me. And you're like, "Is everything okay?" And I was like, yeah, fine. And you said, because just the way you drove out of the neighborhood just seemed odd to me, or something like that. And I'm sure I just said, "Oh, I was late for something," some excuse or whatever. But I mean, the fact that you noticed just the way I was driving out of the neighborhood is kind of a case in point.
But see, you even have to elaborate a little bit on that to the common man, because they say, "What are you doing? Policing neighborhood driving techniques?" Right? So the XY version, the XY translation of that is, you're not driving properly. The Z, the Zoe, the supernatural translation of that is that seems a little out of character for you. I don't know what that was. Maybe it's nothing, but it seemed like there's something going on inside of you. Maybe not. But it has nothing to do with driving strategies in a neighborhood.
Yeah.
But that's where XY goes with it. So what do you do? Policing how I drive? Z says that's a tone of voice. That's a look in the eye. We all know that with our children. We raise children and we say, what do you hide? What did you just do? We do that with our children. We all know that as parents. We know that. So why wouldn't we know that?
Even dogs give off that.
But that's the point. We know already that if you have a relationship with somebody, you can see just a little twitch and know to follow up, like, what's going on here? But why shouldn't it be that way for adults in an ecosystem where we care that much about each other, that we notice the same thing we notice with our own children? When something seems a little off, what did you do wrong? I never see anything wrong, but what's going on with you? Nothing. Oh, come on. Let me hear it. If it's really, really bad, it's okay. We'll work it out together. You don't have to be afraid. We know to do that with our children. Why can't we do that with each other? It's ridiculous that somehow we grow out of the need to help each other the way we would help our children. That's dumb.